Please make sure everything's working. Okay, nope. Crackling or anything. Okay, let's just play. Before it decides to change its mind. It's dark. Feel your body shrinking. It's so cold and I can't breathe. Am I underwater? Why is the water so heavy? It's crushing me. The pressure keeps getting stronger as you struggle to breathe. Your lungs, ribcage, and the rest of your body is getting pressed from all sides. Eventually your skin can't handle anymore and bursts and spills out. There's a sudden release of your weight around you and you feel your belly melt. Have to keep it together, I'm melting away. Hold on, let me do something. Gain up. Gain up, there we go. Turn up the gain up a bit more. There we go. Why am I here? Why is this happening? You feel your tissues slowly get torn apart. The tension of your clenched muscles create more friction and pain. Why? Why? Why do I have to keep trying? I feel like it's what I've always done, even before I got here. Not letting myself fall apart from the pressure. Trying to keep myself together, even if it hurt. I want to let go. I deserve it after holding out for so long, don't I? Melting away into nothing, it doesn't sound too bad. All alone, sinking into the sea. I remember, but maybe I don't have a reason to live, or people who need me. How else would I be here, dying alone? You relax your muscles. Your fingers, arms, legs, all melt into the darkness. It should be horrifying, but it's the most comfort you've felt since you woke up. Finally, I can give up. I don't have to keep trying anymore. I won't have to feel anything anymore, finally. More of your body leaves you as you fall deeper into the abyss. It feels sandy. Is this the sea floor? I guess I haven't completely melted away yet. Your body feels much smaller and you can't feel or see your limbs. It seems your eyes work somewhat, and they can make out a fleshy blob as you look down on yourself. That's hard to look at. I hope I finish melting soon. Glance around from the faint shadows. It looks like you're in the middle of a pile of trash. What a fitting place for me. You see something shining through the trash. Huh? What's that? Walk towards it? I guess no, for now. Why even try? I'll disappear soon anyway. I'll just close my eyes and wait for it to happen. You close your eyes, longing for the darkness to consume you. You've suffered long enough. You deserve to rest and end. You let go of any remaining tension in your body, disintegrating slowly from the outside. Your consciousness fades as both your body and mind melt into the deep sea and give up. Guess yes? You crawl slowly on the seafloor, using little stubs which may or may not have connected to your limbs earlier. It's a bright pink. It's a bow. A big, cute bow. It's beautiful. It feels like it can make anything cuter. Maybe even me. Even though I look like a melted abomination. A bow on something that looks like a blobfish. How silly. But I'm free now. I can do whatever I want. And no one can tell me what to do at a trash dump at the bottom of the sea. You bury your head under the bow and lift yourself up. It's amazing. I only put on a bow, but I feel cute. What is this feeling? Wonder? Excitement? A small, tiny bit of love for yourself? I want to keep going, just a little more. After all, I'm free now. A gruesome deformity with a bow on top, but you feel cute. And that's all that matters. Looks like there's piles of trash all around me. You look around, but seems like you're trapped. I probably won't be able to climb anything with these little stubs. You sink into your body, thinking of what else to do next. Then you feel a vibration in the water. The hell? A small rumble. The vibration grows more violent as something is tearing through the piles of trash. It quickly approaches the mountain of trash near you, deconstructing it and smoking up the water as more trash rises and falls into the sand. The shadow of falling trash grows and is falling towards you. It's a slow fall, and you're cornered with walls of garbage on all sides. A giant shape emerges from the falling mound. Is that a tire? The tire is about to crush you, but stop it inches away from your face, then rises. That noise, is it coming from the tire? See the rubber of the tire being stretched and pulled apart, the sharp points glaring through the smoke, which vaguely look like teeth. Someone there? The tire falls to the ground, rising another cloud of smoke. As the smoke clears, a figure of a man comes into view. Who are you? What are you doing here? Talking trash. I've never seen that before. A viperfish. I'm here to eat trash. A blob that knows how to talk. What kind of trash are you? Just plain trash. Hold on. I've never seen anything like you. I guess I should eat you. Maybe you could finally satisfy me. Viperfish food. Damn. Alright, I'm not trash. Huh, then why are you thrown out here? This is a garbage dump. I don't know why I'm here. I think I came from above. Can't put a finger on the man in front of you. His eyes don't look human. They look like a dead fish. And those sharp teeth, being able to tear apart a tire must mean his jaw is inhumanely strong. Why is he eating trash? Why can't he talk underwater? Wait, why can't you talk underwater? How did you get here? Are you making up excuses to try to escape being in? I'm just confused. I don't know how I got here or who I am. I want to eat you, not talk to you. Can you prove you're not trash? It's my personal role to not eat any new garbage I come across, so I can find something that finally satisfies me. I'm not a mindless murderer, not like the others. So I only eat trash that nobody wants. Others, others like you, people who live in the sea. Just two. Can I eat you now? No, besides, living things aren't trash. I eat critters and bodies I find in the dump. That's not good enough of a reason for me. He looks hungry. Everything about him seems empty. His voice, gaze, and words. What is your definition of trash then? I never thought of what makes something trash or not. I guess if it's been thrown away or in the dump, it's trash. So for something not to be trash, it needs to be wanted or needed, maybe. Something wanted. How do I prove I'm wanted or needed? I can't. I found myself alone in the bottom of the sea after all. I can't prove to him that I wanted, but I do have something that I wanted. This bow, I wanted it, and it's on me. So you can't eat me as long as I'm wearing it. Wasn't that trash you found along in this dump? I wanted it, and it makes me cute. So it's not trash, so by an extension, I'm not trash either. Confusing, all this thinking makes me hungry. He stares at you for a few seconds. Fine, you could be emergency food for now. His stomach grumbles. There's a decent tin cans in the trash pile north from here. I like the way it scrapes your throat as you swallow it. It's still sharp, so I should eat it before it corrodes. I felt like his voice would be raspy since he's saying stuff like that. Like, his voice is raspy, but I like the way it scrapes your throat as you swallow it. It's still sharp, so I should eat it before it corrodes. The man turns around, stuffing some trash in his pocket. Snacks for the way there. I'll see you in a few days, my emergency food. Wait, I don't know where I am. Could you help me? This is the bottom of the sea. I don't know how I can help you. He looks down at your body. I can carry you to the other dome. It'll take you weeks to walk there with your legs. He reaches towards you, cupping you up. Wait. And places you on his shoulder. You can feel his breath as the seawater circles around you in a rhythm. Seeing his face close makes you realize how deep the black in his eyes are. They're like the abyss you found yourself drowning in. It seems he no longer has intention of eating you immediately, but his stare feels like being in the jaws of a snake. You're fleshy and soft. Don't let the current pull you off me. You quickly look the other way to break the overwhelming intense eye contact. So how did you get here? You said you're a viperfish? But is that your real name? I don't know why I'm here. I'm viperfish, but that's what I am. I guess you could call me Vitus. That might be my name. I forgot. He continues walking through the dark sea without changing his expression. His constant stare feels unsettling, so you ask the question to break the tension. So, the snacks you got, do you like the taste of them? Taste? What's that? You don't know what taste is? No. Then why do you keep looking for food? I hate feeling empty, but eating doesn't satisfy me. Feeling those things stab into my stomach keeps me distracted, though. Distracted from what? Distracted from thinking. I see. Are there any other places other than trash dumps here? Only know the trash dumps. The rest of the sea belongs to the shark. Which is fine, because I only care about the dumps. The shark, is it dangerous? Is it one of the two others you mentioned? I guess. He's angry all the time and likes breaking things. There were others, but he ate them. He sounds dangerous. Do you think he'll try to eat me too? If you look tasty, but you don't, so don't worry. I think. But he's become hungry and eats some bigger trash sometimes. What about the other guy? He knows a lot, but he's a liar. I haven't talked to him since having a fight. He mentioned something called love and said I never understand it. How irritating. I'll definitely find it in a dump and eat it one day. If he knows a lot, will he know why I'm here? Why any of us are here? Maybe. He knows why I'm here, but I'm not interested in knowing, so I never asked him. He'd probably lie anyway to make it amusing for himself. His personality is hopelessly twisted. I want to go meet him. I think he'll know why I'm here and where I should go. Viper's fish stops walking, the water feels cold. Go where? Somewhere that isn't the deep sea. I'm not sure where, but where I originally came from. You want to leave? But you're my emergency food. Mine. There's nothing out there. I found you, so you'll stay with me. If he's gonna have you, I'd rather have you right now for myself. Viperfish is about to grab you. The sun current rushes you away right before he gets a hold of you. You sent flying at a high speed into the unknown, and the figure of the man with a great hunger in his eyes quickly turns into a speck, disappearing back into the darkness. You caught in the current for a while, the water pushing you from all sides, as you desperately hold on to your bow to stop it from being pulled away. Chocolate milk. Chalky milk. Alright. Eventually the cart slows down, letting you go and sending you tumbling down the seafloor. Ouch. You have a few bruises, but the sand softened your fall, and your bow is still there. You look around, and it's the same unsettling pitch black darkness all around. I hope the shark isn't here. And Viperfish, I couldn't tell what he was thinking. I might need to watch out for him too. I wish I had a light so I could at least see around me. Which way should I go? There's a faint current brushing against you to the left. I can't see where I am anyways. I guess I should follow it. It's funny. I wanted to melt away into the sea not too long ago, but now I'm scared of it. It makes you relieved, knowing you have a greater desire for life now. It's all thanks to this bow. My guess is this is all like a metaphor there for things kind of feeling ugly and kind of trying to find any way to, you know, raise your self-esteem. I don't know. I don't really know a lot of the metaphor, but I can see that there's a lot of this is analogies and stuff and metaphors for things. Me trying to decipher it all, I'm not going to be good at. But it does seem like a game like that. So it's no longer Pride Month. So it's now illegal to be gay. I'm now straight. I'm straight now. Sadly. Yeah, it's now illegal to be gay. I just saw the calendar. I'm like, oh fuck. Damn it, it's legal to be gay now. Shit. Alright. Guess I'm straight now. Alright, anyway. You caress the glowing silky bow. Make glowing? Just its angle, and it faintly lights up the seafloor in front of you. It must be reflecting some light. It gives you a courage to crawl faster, knowing the path ahead of you is in the edge of a cliff. As fast as your current limbs can go, that is. I can do this, it's scary, but I'm sure this current leads somewhere. You crawl for a while, but you notice the ground changes from sandy to a smooth white surface. You keep going. The AC turned on. It's far apart, but there's a pattern of ridges. A cave comes into view. The current leads into it. Wow, this feels dangerous, but there isn't anything else around here. I guess it's better than being lost in the dark forever. I feel like the shark is in there. Anyway, you try to ignore your fear and hold on to your bow, heading into the large cave. The same ridges continue inside. What is this place? The floor is getting softer too, and it's slightly warm. I don't know if it's because of the warmth, but it feels a little relaxing. Maybe. It's making me sleepy. You slap yourself to keep yourself awake and continue forward. I can't fall asleep here. What if the shark comes? The overwhelming tiredness from everything you've gone through drags your eyelids down. I can't, but maybe I can just rest my eyes. You've never had the chance. The warm, soft floor was too much for a tired, battered blobfish girl. You fall into sleep. Who would have known an escape from your thoughts and fears could be so soothing? After an unknown time, you finally wake up. How long did I sleep? Am I still in the cave? There's a giant shadow in front of you. It's an incredibly tall man. My. Sleeping inside my stomach. Quite a darling girl, aren't you? Are you nice? I don't know. Are you the shark? I think you're the shark. Yeah, you're the shark. He leans towards you, instantly compressing the space between yourself and him. Shouldn't you introduce yourself first? You look so comfortable, so I wanted to let you melt away like you wanted. But I wanted to have a chat with you first. I apologize for interrupting your hobby of melting fufu. So pathetic small, how cute. So what's your deal? Wait, I'm inside your stomach. You were in my mouth now, so it's not as warm and cozy. My apologies. But you're here and you're about to eat me? Who are you? Silly little blob girl. You're the one who welcomed yourself inside me. And don't worry about where I am. I'm right here. I'm Typus. Some call me the Well. It still doesn't make sense, but you're the Well? I was looking for you. I heard you know everything. Oh my, I'm honored. You're making me blush. Oh no, you're the Well. Okay. It's not like I know everything, but I have answers you're looking for. I know how to get to the surface. Surface? There is no surface, my silly little flesh pudding. There hasn't been for a while. What do you mean? There's no more land. We're all under the sea. I'd recommend staying in the deep sea since, let's just say something like the radiation gets a bit tad intense the higher you go. Now, there's the first answer on the house, since you're so pathetically cute. You're charging me? Nothing is free, dear little pudding. Nothing as scary as something that comes free, as they say. What do you want? I don't even know what exactly I'm looking for. I don't remember anything and I'm lost. I was watching you. You're quite courageous now, with that little boutonniere. But you were much more to my taste when you were in despair and melting away. I want to see you like that again, so to start, I'd like to have your bow and some of your time. What's wrong with this guy? You saw me falling to the bottom of the sea, why didn't you help me? I couldn't possibly overstep my boundaries. You should always decide things for yourself. Look at how your choices have made you so pathetic. I mean cute. Although, I suppose, you didn't have much of a choice coming down here, Fufu. If fish called you a liar, I can see what he means now. Seems so suspicious. What an accusation. What a brazen little pudding. You do know you're in my mouth, right? But I love that little fighting spirit. Talking about another guy while we're having a private, intimate chat, though. I don't like that. Just kidding. If I can't believe in everything you're saying, it's not worth the payment. Well then, that is indeed true. I'm starting to want to keep you in my mouth forever as a chatting partner. I can see why the viperfish didn't want to let you go. How much do you know? Why are we in the sea? You guys people are fish. Why am I in your mouth right now? What am I and where did I come from? My, so many questions at once. What a greedy girl. Wanting so much from me and nothing in return. If you can't trust what I say, how about you give me the bow? And some of your time after you can verify that I can lead you to the truth. And so-called buy now, pay later, as you can put it. The man seems more suspicious every time he speaks, but you can't deny the fact that he's the only one with answers, and the deal doesn't sound too bad for now. I guess that works. Great! It's a special deal just for you. Normally I just toy around with others, but I really, really like you. I want to see you discover your past and what it does to you. So much to look forward to, Fufu. Did you do something to me in the past? Of course not! Even my tastes aren't that bad. Observing is my hobby, but this is our first time meeting. I assure you. Now, to answer your questions. He shovels things in his sleeve and pulls out a compass. Follow this, will lead you to where you came. Places a small but weighted compass on one of your limbs. You didn't answer any of my questions. My, you can't expect everything to be handed to you, can you? Besides, you said you couldn't trust me. This compass will lead you to your past, I can promise you that. Take that and come back to me once you see what a trustworthy man I am. Then we'll have all the time in the world to talk. Can't you at least give me one more answer before I leave? Maybe just for my favorite little pudding. Here's another deal. How about, you agree to become my assistant if I answer one of your questions? I'd love to have you as a permanent guest. We'll decide later, because I need to go restroom really badly. Sorry. Hello. Sorry about that. This really needed to go. Alright. So no. That's not a fair deal. Pretty much tricked me with the first one anyways. What a shame. Quite dependable once you get to know me. But I'll try giving you more tempting invitation in the future. Oh, and a final word of warning for my precious pudding. You don't realize it. Sorry. But you have a warped perception of reality, and you don't realize the hell you're in, Fufu. What do you mean? You'll figure it out. But hopefully not. Well, do take care. For now, do take care. I'll accompany you, but there's a giant shark out there. He is violent and he has an insatiable lust for blood. But maybe, if you're small enough, he won't notice you in the vast open sea. But still, it's worrying. Alright, I had this. He reaches in his sleeve again, shuffling things around before taking out a tattered fabric. If you like, you can wear this cloak to blend into the sea or the ocean floor. He hands you a sandy old cloak. It's dangerous outside, so hurry back to complete our bargain once you're done exploring. And don't come in too deep into my cave, though. I'll try to stay around the mouth. He pats your head softly over the cloak, then takes a few steps back and blends into the darkness. A soft current lifts your body and begins carrying you. Wait, there's still more I want to ask. You tumble and roll onto the ground. As you're rolling out of the bumpy terrain outside the cave, you hear a faint voice.
Self-voicing disabled.
Come back once your magic spell is worn off, little pudding. And you're back in the darkness again. Alright. No notable landmarks, just the same unsettling darkness and sandy seafloor. Typus. I wonder how much of what he said is true. The cloak, I should wear it before the shark finds me. You unravel the old cloak Typus gave you and the compass tangled inside it. Put it overhead and get a closer look at the compass. It doesn't look like a normal compass, more like a tracker. There's a dot blinking to the left. I guess I'll head that way then. I can't trust Typus. But this is the only lead I have. I'll have to use it. You lift the cloak a little to vaguely see the ground in front of you as you walk. It's dark and you can barely see anything. Is this really the sea? There's no sign of life, only bits and pieces of scarcely scattered trash. And the feeling of not being alone, the weight of the water makes it feel as though there's something lurking in the darkness. Keep walking for a few hours. You feel tired and the constant worry of a bloodthirsty shark in the waters is exhausting. I feel like I've barely walked the distance with these short legs. How long will it take me to get there? What even is there? I still can't remember anything about my past. It begins to feel hopeless as your legs drag from fatigue, making you go even slower. The scenery ahead of you is making the same emptiness. Damn. Sorry, it's just the noise this music is doing. It feels like the water is getting heavier too. Like something colossal is watching you from the dark. I like that. It's not coming from above you. It's coming from behind, shooting a chill down what is left of your spine. Is it the shark? Quickly hide completely under the cloak and compress your body into the sand. After a while, the presence fades as you start walking again, following the compass but keeping your whole body under the cloak. A creeping sensation. It's here again. The water weighs heavier as something is slowly approaching. The chill in your spine turns into a burn. You stop again, but worried it could have caught your glance of your movement, you stay still for some time. The presence fades, so you start crawling again, keeping your senses alert, and sometimes glancing behind. But it's too dark. Even if something was there, you wouldn't see it until it was right in front of you. You feel whatever presence that was increasing the water's pressure suddenly shoot above you, creating a sharp current and tearing the cloak from your body. The cloak flies into the darkness, leaving you exposed. It's found you. Hi! How are you? Good. Good. You look up and in the darkness see two glowing eyes. The eyes keep growing in size until something slices by you, scraping your skin as your blood rises and melts into the water. You know where you are. This is my territory. Damn it. There's a large figure approaching you, with glowing eyes piercing through the darkness. This must be what was following you. The shark the others had mentioned. Do I smell that damn well? What are you, his pet? Hiding like a little coach? I'll tear you apart and scatter your pieces of your body for him to see. You want to speak, but you can't. Your throat is tied and your body is frozen. Neither firefly kicking in. Your wound stings and luckily is shallow. He starts moving towards you, and the faint cloud of your blood reaches him and he stops. That smell. You're not a fish. Are you one of us? There's a faint smell of human. My favorite. Come on, that's not how sharks are. You finally break free from the knot in your throat. I don't know who I am or why I'm here. I won't bother you. I'm just passing by here. So could you let me go? Besides, it probably don't taste good. It's not like it would have eaten you. I wouldn't eat random blobs off the ground. A random blob? I didn't just say I was one of you. What are you? I'm greater than human. Human's evolution. One that isn't bound by tiny shelters can freely explore the world. Are you a shark? You don't look like a shark to me, at least. I am Otis. The sea and everything in it belongs to me. An evolution of humanity, like one that can breathe and talk underwater. The smell is a part. That's a small part of it. You still reek of human. Are you a human or one of us? I don't know. Either way, you're a spy sent by typists. I can smell them all over you. And we're talking. I'll tear you apart and show him what he gets for disrespecting my territory. Wait, I wasn't sent by typists. I was just doing this for myself. I just want to go home. Home? Home? Wait, there's more humans? Good. There's still some left. I was craving some so bad. Grabs you and pulls you to his face, lifting you off the ground. Lead me to the human nest, then I'll spare you. If I say no, he'll kill me right now. I don't know anything about where this compass leads. Does it lead to a community of humans I was part of? Did they throw me into the sea? I don't know. But I shouldn't sacrifice a bunch of people to save myself. Boss, I don't want to die. Hurry up and decide. If I was human, I'd torture you to get what I want, but I'm better. I'll give you the choice of it being instant death. He drops you to the ground, your ball falling beside you.
There won't be a second question. Are you gonna lead me to your nest?
Yes.
Good. Show me the way.
There's no other way. He'll kill me if I say no. But maybe I can find a way to mislead him. Pick up your fallen bow and notice something metallic inside. This be a magnetic clip. Magnet. I could use it to offset the compass.
Hurry! The one thing I don't have is patience!
You quickly press the magnet clip under the compass, shifting it around. The blinking dot glitches and shifts. You did it.
Hey!
Typist said this compass leads to the shelter. We can follow and get there.
That lying well. He told me. He didn't know of any remaining humans, but was hiding them from me? Fine, lead the way.
Start walking forward in the direction of the shifting dot. Notice the shark isn't following you.
Is that your full speed?
The shark is staring at you. You've walked at least 10 steps, but he's still very near you. Again, try going faster. You pick up your speed as the shark stares dumbfounded at the creature in front of him, who's trying to gallop with his tiny nubs of his speed of a turtle. That's your full speed. He's nearly crying from laughing. So I'm laughing. I never asked to have a body like this.
I can't. It's a fleshy blob doing his best to run like a sea slug.
I can't believe this guy threatened me and now he's making fun of me. Great White laughing. The Great White's laughing doesn't stop until a plastic bag floats by into his mouth and he starts choking. Can't help but chuckle, seeing the formerly intimidating murderous shark choke on a small piece of garbage.
Don't laugh!
You're laughing at me, it's only fair.
Don't dare tell him you're this blob.
Is that my nickname, really?
Hey, don't you forget your life is still in my hands until you take me to your nest of humans.
Let's outside.
It'll take forever to walk anywhere. Here, get on top of me and show me the compass.
He doesn't wait for your response and kicks the sand. The force lifts you up. He glances at you and the compass, then catches you on his back as you fall. One. I'll be right back. He doesn't wait for your response and kicks the sand. Alright. His back is rough, but a little warm. It seems your body is extra soft right now. And you start slipping, falling and rolling onto the ocean floor. Ow. Otis sees this and starts explosively laughing again. Wait for another plastic bag to put his again. Again? He stares at your dry stare and quietly fixes himself.
You're too soft and slippery. I don't have to hold you and to keep you from rolling away. Are you alright with that?
You're surprised he's showing any kind of consideration. Wasn't he a mindless murderer?
I'm not a scum I'll kill, but I won't take your dignity. I can either hold you to swim to your nest or carry you another way. Which will it be?
Hold me. He cups you in his hands.
It's so squishy. It's like you'll break if I use any strength.
He carries you under his arm so gently, it's almost like he isn't the same person. Before you can say anything, you feel yourself flying. You're flying across the Black Sea, like a shooting star through an empty, dark sky. It doesn't feel like swimming through the unknown, desolate sea, but rather flying freely through the endless sky. You feel like you understand how Otis feels when he says the ocean belongs to him. Sea belongs to him. You can't see what's ahead of you, but you're not afraid. Until bits of specks of light start illuminating the ocean sky, falling past you before you can make out what they are. What's this?
Snow. Ever seen it before?
No, I've never seen the deep sea this bright before. It's beautiful. The shark slows down, breaking through these specks of light and entering a glittering, snowy sky.
It's dark and empty down here, but if you know where to look, there is other scenery.
Really?
Volcanoes, crystal caves, a graveyard of cities. I'm the only one down here with a speed to go anywhere, everywhere. I wouldn't mind showing them to you one day.
The snow fades, leaving you back in the dark waters.
Hey, Blob, we still following the compass?
Yeah? What's gonna happen when he finds out it doesn't lead anywhere? I'll probably get really mad. Is there a way I can escape? Even if you manage to escape, it would take no time for him to catch you again with his speed. How long will it take before he figures out?
We're settling course, yeah?
Freaking answer, you keep stalking.
I've swam in this area millions of times. I know if there is any human shelters around here. Show me the compass. Are they hiding underground or something?
I need more time to think about a way to escape. It's probably just ahead. He doesn't wait for you to finish your sentence and grabs the compass from your hands.
So, we're swimming on course.
He shakes the gadget and turns it around. Wait, is this a magnet? He pulls it off the compass and the blinking light shifts. He drops you and you fall to the seafloor.
You scheming little liar. Did you forget? You only get to live if you bring me the humans. I thought I could trust you. You're one of them. Trusting you as an equal was a mistake. Lying, selfish, and pathetic, but delicious. A filthy human.
He crushes the compass into dust in his fist.
Oops, I broke it in anger. Looks like the only thing that can lead me to the humans now is you.
He grabs you, choking as he lifts you higher in the air.
I'll give you your final choice. Lead me to them. Or, if you want to save them so bad, die in their stead. You'll be a hero, a protector of scum. There's no human left saving. I honestly don't understand how you see the value in them.
He's gripping your throat hard. You won't be able to respond even if you tried.
I'm doing my best not to crush you. Just join me. Leave them to die. Tell me where they are, Blob. They're not worth you.
Why does he look sad? He loosens his grip, waiting for an answer. He gasps for breath, thinking of what to say. Boom. What happened? What? A sudden explosion tears you from his hands, sending you flying with shards of the shark's blood and bits of his flesh. You crash into something, the impact shaking your brain. What happened? I'm so dizzy. I got her! She looks like a blob though. Is this really her? She suffered damage from the water pressure, but no doubt it's her. Hand her to me. What? You feel the hands that caught you carry your body to someone else. Ah! Ah, who are you? Don't worry, I got you now. Are you alright? I was looking for you everywhere. I was so worried the monsters would eat you. I'm so glad I got you in the nick of time. He almost had you there. Sorry, back home. What is going on? Wait, home? I don't remember anything. Who are you? I'm your doctor. Probably in shock from being crushed by the water pressure. But you have nothing to worry about anymore. We'll bring you back to the shelter. It's our home. We'll be safe from the monsters there. Damn it, he's not dead. The explosion didn't kill him. Everyone, hurry back! Leave the other ship as a decoy. We'll return in this ship. In the middle of the screaming and explosions, you're placed in a glass sphere and dragged into a small ship. What the hell is happening, man? The hatch closes right after you caught a glimpse of Otis through the smoke, who looked like a giant mustard tearing apart the ship. It must have been my imagination. Lights turn on in the ship, blinding you. We'll head back at full speed before he notices. Everyone hold on. But Jimmy isn't back! He'll kill us all if we wait! We're leaving now! We're still blinded by the bright lights and can't see anything. You feel the ship rattle and move as the sphere you're in is rolling and slamming against the wall, shaping the water and yourself inside it. An extra hard slam in the wall is all you remember before everything turns to black. Wake up! Hey, can you hear me? Oh, my head. Where am I? God, we couldn't lose you after risking so much to save you. We're still in the deep sea, but this is shelter. There's airlocks protecting us from the outside. It's safe here. Why am I a blobfish? I don't know. A helmet. Is this the man that helped me? It seems you've managed to assimilate to the air and lack of pressure here. I'm glad. Quite a feat to adapt to both the deep sea and regular air pressure. You must be confused. Are you suffering from memory loss? Yes, you said you're my doctor. Do you know me? Yes, I'm your doctor. I know you, even when you were human. I was human? I'm a blobfish now. What am I? It's too much to explain to you now. You need to take it slow, step by step. We should do a health checkup on you to make sure you're alright. Let me put this back just a second. He enters a nearby door, leading you in the hallway. Fluorescent lights and large windows exposing the black waters. My question is, how did they know it's me, especially, not just some random blobfish? Need to stop doing that. Alright. Fluorescent lights and large windows exposing the black waters. Somehow this place feels colder than the deep sea. There's a few men walking in the hallway, and the same lab coat as the doctor staring at you as they passed. The doctor returns, putting his hands on the car carrying you. So, wait, so I was human? I used to live here? How did I get into the sea? Why am I not human anymore? You're just freaked out during a health checkup and ran out of one of the exits. The water pressure must have crushed you into what you are now. Did you say there were airlocks? Tragedy indeed, but now you're safe. Don't worry, I'll make sure something like that never happens again. Now, to get to the lab and check up on you. He starts rolling the car, carrying you. You see more people coming and going in the hallway. Some of them are in lab coats, but they're all thin, tired-looking men. They keep glancing at you. They seem curious, afraid, or disgusted. Why are there only men here? The women and children are in a separate building. Can I go in there? No, the health up checkup comes first. We need to make sure there's nothing wrong with you. Why is it like that? That you're not hurt. Let me talk to someone. I don't trust you. We're almost at the lab. It'll be fine. Stop. I don't want to talk to someone else. I don't trust you. Huh? Why? I'm your doctor. I'm just a doctor trying to help, but fine. If you're gonna make things difficult, go ahead. Talk to anyone. This man won't listen to me. I don't feel safe with him. Can you help me? I'll give an awkward stare before walking away, acting like they didn't hear you. Another man walks by, so call to him. Hey, can you help me? He stops, then turns to the doctor. Is that? Yeah, it's her. Explain what's going on. Where are all the women? Why are we under the sea? What is this place? He looks at you in a mixture of terror and repulsion. Go ahead, answer her question. Is this really the only few? Shut up and answer her questions. This is Harold 4. It's a underwater deep sea shelter and research ground because, well, there's no land anymore. Everything is under the sea, and the deep sea is less dangerous, which is why the shelter was built here. So you're saying the world flooded? Are there other shelters? There are a few, but not many. We've had some communication malfunctions, but I'm not sure. And the doctor gives him the glare. There's been a population decline. That's all I know. That's our health checkup time. Time for our health checkup. Give a better explanation of things when we get ready. He pushes your car into the plain room that reeks of chemicals. So we're the only male? Or only female? That sucks. Because, for multiple reasons. But one is kind of, we're in a situation where everybody wants us to mate to increase, population. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Alright. Oh, I love that. Totally. Then he places you on a bed and puts on surgical gloves. You don't trust this man or feel safe in your current situation, but your curiosity is greater. Why is there no land? What happened? No one knows for sure, but it's thought something observed Earth, and in doing so, infected something. This infection changed the structure of life itself, and this mutation spread. Grass started moving, animals melted into one another, bacteria began herding into large masses, consuming people, and people mutated into inhuman things. Anything that came with their own observable distance to a mutation became infected. From all the small microorganisms to whales, for creatures with eyes, with seeing the mutation would trigger it in themselves. Everything unpredictable changed, and when bacteria and airborne spores were infected, well, it was impossible to prevent the apocalypse. How would something observing Earth cause that? Was it some kind of disease that spread? It doesn't make sense, but that was exactly how every person had felt the day it began. That something inexplainably great and horrifying saw Earth. And it had dropped something, like a speck of dust fell from it, and which began the change. It wasn't a disease, it couldn't be contained or prevented. Some say a more stable form of life contaminated Earth, and everything became infected in a chain and reaction, like crystallization. Cells would take on a new, more stable structure, and some crazy people even called it the correct form of life. But there was no logic or pattern in the chaotic changes. Is that why, like, I'm confused why the shark, all these creatures look human. Did the disease do that? Did they turn them into like people? Or did people, uh, you know, fall into this ocean and kind of ended up like us, but instead of turning into blobfish, they got turned into hot, hot, animal fish creatures. Anyway, the consistency was that they were all destructive, hostile, and vaguely resembled aquatic life at times. Places with little life were the least affected: the Arctic, deep sea, space. Shelters were made in the Arctic, and we developed ways to create shelters deeper in the sea. But the sea kept rising until every landmass drowned, leaving only the underwater shelters. Visual communication devices were illegal to prevent the spread of infection. Damn. As even virtual observations of infected organisms through a screen could trigger a mutation, we were limited to strictly regulated audio communication. Damn. But it still didn't take long for shelters to get infected and fall apart. The ones that lasted the longest were in the deep sea. We discovered here that the deep sea creatures, which kept their form for millions of years, so-called living fossils, still retain most of their original forms and behave normally, even after being exposed to the infection. We figured this was the only key left for human survival. We began Project Mermaid to modify humans to share traits with these unchanged animals, which could hopefully make the infection bypass them, just like it did with living fossils. Okay, I see when it happened. Project Mermaids is the reason you no longer look human. The goal of the deep sea shelter is survival, and the development of a method for humans is to bypass the mutation. We fell in both, but we couldn't make an immune human, only monsters and failures. The remaining survivors are becoming violent from stress, and the last week we finally lost the last few women in the shelter. That's why we need you. We want to see if your body is still capable of leaving human offspring. Of course, we won't force anything on you. Just lie to me about the women being in the separate building. You were confused right after waking up. I didn't want to scare you. Equipment is set. I just need to do a routine checkup on you and verify the health of your reproductive organs. So you threw me into the sea, and now you need me to forcefully. And now you need me. You forcefully took me back here. Never threw you out. You escaped. Relax on your bed. I want your blood pressure to be high. He locks the door behind you. He's organizing instruments on the surgery table and pulls out a needle. It's as simple and aesthetic. I'll ensure the examination is painless for you. No, I didn't agree to this. I don't trust him. I need to get off here. But everyone else in the shelter seemed cold and scared of me. Where do I run? You struggle and nearly fall off the bed, but the doctor catches you. Please, I don't want you to get hurt. Your health is very important to us. Let me go. He centers you in the bed before going back to grab the syringe. Why won't you listen to me? Even the guys out there were better than you. He pauses. The guys? They look like people to you? You think those monsters are better than me? That's hilarious. Do you have any idea what kind of abominations they are? You're a girl listening pretty boys to protect your little brain. If you saw them for what they are, you couldn't hold in your stomach. What the fuck? You're only able to say delusional things like that because your brain's wired to see fellow mermaids as more visually appealing. If you keep misbehaving, I'll shatter your dreams by showing you how they actually look. Hold on, I need to go restroom. Be right back. Hello. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with me. Hopefully nothing bad. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. Alright. It's like my magic doesn't work through screens or photos. And I just have some photos of those creatures before we let them out. Back to the examination. Not just rats and breathe in. Just as the doctor is about to stab you, the room shakes. What was that? What happened to the lights? It's because of the earthquake. Oh, what the fuck? The shark. How did it find us? The raiders should be keeping the shelter invisible to them. Could it be the smell of blood? There isn't. He looks around and notices a scratch on you. He grabs you. Why did you tell me? I could have patched you up. You've killed us all. Damn it. Damn it. He grabs you and frantically runs through the hall into a different room. Damn it. I know it's useless. There's no way to run from that thing. Nowhere in the shelter is safe now. He grabs you and starts shaking you. You. It's all your fault. All because we've run out of women. We've had to go back to find you. A failure we threw out to preserve our species. Look at you. Can't even lay offspring. You're a disgusting patchwork of flesh. I'm not like this. No one wanted to be an experiment subject for Project Mermaid. So we used the women and children after we ran out of volunteers. Whoever opposed us, he failed. Like the rest, so we threw you out into the sea. But you survived. And now you're the only egg carrier we have in the shelter. Because who knows if your inhuman, malcumated womb will be of any use. This really was a useless effort from desperation. Curse it all. Wait. You can still help us? You've communicated with those monsters. You're pretty much half monster, half human. Go convince that shark not to kill us. There should be an airlock nearby. You should be able to talk to him there. Carries you through the halls before stopping by a round door, shuffles his keys and hurriedly unlocking the door, pushing you aside. You should be able to communicate with it here. I apologize for my outburst earlier. When people are stressed, they tend to lash out. We won't treat you poorly, so please convince that creature. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? Don't look down on me! You said those creatures are better than me, but really, the only value they have to you is because of their looks, isn't it? If you take that away, they're just disgusting monsters. They're criminals. Typus experimented on using the infection. Typus himself, who deserved to join them for conducting such cursed experiments. How could you bring so much danger to the facility by using the infection in his experiments when it's our sole enemy? When it's what took away our world and families from us. Cursed monsters, all of them! We'll let you join us. What little of humanity there is left, Project Mermaid will end if you can't have offspring. There still might be hope. Hope. He's crying, laughing. He suddenly freezes, looking at something behind you. Please save us from it. He stumbles back and runs out of the hall. Turn around to see what the doctor was looking at through the airlock window. You want to run too, but your numbs have given out. And with the sight of this creature, running would be useless. It'd be like running inside of a goldfish bowl. It could be toppled at the slightest whim. Fulfilled a promise, Blob. You led me to let me last. Voice, is it Otis? Shark is grinning. Open the airlock and flood the shelter. Leave your humanity and join me. Humanity deserves extinction, especially the scum here. You should feel it, as one of us. It's your instinct to crave their end. Open the door and I'll welcome you as an equal. Or are you still human? Do you want to join the scum here
and have them eat you like dirt, be used, and get thrown away again? If you don't open the lock, I'll destroy the shelter myself and eat every last one of those lowlifes.
Even if you open the lock, I'll still eat them. Mercy isn't an option. You know that without asking. You still want to ask him to spare the doctor and everyone else in that shelter. No. There's only two options. Open the lock and join Otis as a new life form. Stay inside and wait for him to destroy the shelter, including yourself. Which will it be? Grab the airlock and turn the lock with all your strength. There's a second door. You grab it and turn it again, struggling with all your nerves as they keep slipping. With all the weight that you're doing dawns on you, opening this door would kill everyone living here. Even if they ignored your cries of help, they're all just desperate for people who want to survive. Close the door behind you to prevent the flooding of the shelter. Open the outer door and flood the shelter. Otis will destroy the shelter anyway. The people here are selfish people who only thought of their own survival over the lives of others. Giving them a quick death rather than waiting for them to go insane and kill each other would be mercy. Grab the final door linked to the outside and begin turning it. And maybe it's like what Otis said. It's part of your instinct to lead human scum to their end, since you're no longer human. Or maybe it's because you're still human, and your feelings of hatred and betrayal are what keep your arms turning the hatch. Either way, you feel the tension of the hatch signal the final push. One more push and the shelter will be crushed by the sea. Otis is smiling. He's about to witness the birth of a new monster. Another one of his kind. Ugly and horrifying creatures, but even then, they're better than the humans here. You make the final push as an explosive burst of seawater sends you flying back before you take a step outside. Crush into something as everything is exploding, crashing into itself, losing consciousness. You wake up in a pile of rubble and clouds of dust, the smell of blood and oil filling the seawater. Can't remember it, but the place you once called home is now a pile of rubble. The only population of human you knew is now gone. Not good timing. Otis, he looks like a man again. But you know it's just your brain processing him as one. You couldn't forget what he actually looked like even if you wanted to. Just finished the doc that tasted the best. So glad you decided to join us. You're too good to be human. Guessing you won't say my life is still in your hands now? Of course not. You're free now. You did well. You're smaller and weaker than them, but you showed the power you held. That you weren't some submissive slug who gets run over. Respect that. Sea's mine, but as a special exception, I'll share it with you. I'm free to go wherever. I'm no human, I won't lock you up. You can go wherever you want, but you won't be able to get far with those stubs. You grab a plastic bag from the ground.
Hey, don't choke me, it was a joke. It's like, you say what? It's like, hey, calm down, it's just a joke. Goodness gracious. What I'm saying is, I'll be willing to carry you around. You're the first creature I met in the sea who I don't dislike. I'm proud of you and I like you. So, the sea is ours. We can go anywhere we want. Nothing can stop us, and I found out why I never found the shelter. It seems I instinctively avoid swimming upwards, and the shelter was up higher than where I normally go. It must be something that sly bastard type was programmed into me. Following your blood is what let me overcome that instinct. So that means there are still seas I haven't seen, people I haven't eaten. Our world is much bigger than I thought. You'll come with me to conquer everything, won't you? Otis offers you his hand. Take his hand. You reach for his hand, grasping it tightly. I want to see what's out there. I couldn't ask for a better partner than you. Now it's time to make the rest of us the sea ours.
You don't know what danger out there, but or what the future holds. But the feeling of warmth of the hand that holds you back reassures you that you aren't alone. And that alone makes you feel like you can do anything. You swim upwards into the unexplored ruins of the former world, knowing no matter what, Otis will be by your side. In Rulers of the Sea. That's very good. Very good. Wanna play some more visual novels? See what else we have. I know I have stuff downloaded. Can you close the game, please? In process. We'll delete that. Okay. I want to see what this one is. Forget me not. We'll lay down what's opening. Alright, it's open. We're going about. Alright. This is Forget Me Not. About to start load. Okay. I couldn't read it. Alright. Sorry to announce but you have been fired. What? I know you've been great, but it's not personal. Why am I fired? So why is the music so quiet? Can't even hear it at all. Is there any music? If there is any music. Oh no, it's just buzzing. Not personal, how can you do this? It's out of my hands. There was a letter. A letter? I can't say more, I'm sorry. You're firing me over some random letter just like that? Are you serious? It's complicated. I wish things were different, but if things that were in the letter are true, it'd be better if you weren't around people at all. What? Declined. Declined. Again? Slam your forehead against the desk. The dull thud rings through your... Hold on, sorry. I didn't think it would be that loud. What the fuck is going on? Dull thud rings through your skull louder and more honest than any of the rejected emails. You've lost count of how many this is now. You had this experience, you had the experience, you had the references, you even lowered your salary expectations twice. Still nothing. They even tell you what was in that letter, that it just existed. What could possibly be so bad that every company act like you just don't exist? Was it hygiene? No, you shower. You're not disgusting. At least you don't think you are. Was it one of your coworkers? Someone who hated you enough to ruin your entire life with a few paragraphs? The worst part is, you can't even picture who it could have been. Coffee machine got more attention than you did at work. You never were anyone's enemy, you were just there. Is job market really this brutal? Or are you the problem? You rub your temples as another headache is building up. Out of habit, you shake a couple of bitter painkillers into your palm and swallow them dry, grimacing at the bit familiar taste. Sorry. Another one? You stare at the notification without feeling any excitement. Don't want to open it. Fine, well, it's time for the masochism, you guess. You drag the email open. Huh? Ow. What the fuck? What the fuck happened? So, here you are, in the middle of nowhere. Stand on the empty platform with nothing but an old, stuffed suitcase and the last of your savings. Money scraped by from years of skipping meals and denying yourself every small comfort. Turns out those little treats add up a lot. The train ride here was hell, endless delays, followed by a humiliating fine when you accidentally sat in a reserved seat. For a moment, you actually considered hiding in a smelly toilet just to avoid the conductor. You'd been lying if you said the thought hadn't crossed your mind. At least you still have your pride. Right now, it feels like an expensive luxury. Your head has been pondering since morning. Honestly, it feels like it's been pounding for years. Bad headaches have haunted you for as long as you can remember. God knows when it started. You've lost count how many pills you've swallowed just to function like a normal person. Landlords don't care that you're broke, so you had no choice but to leave everything behind. This was supposed to be your fresh start. Quiet receptionist job in a town that doesn't show up on most maps. The only place you could afford was a room in a stranger's house. You'd be lying if you said the online listing didn't scream red flags. The rent was impossibly low. So low that even in your desperate state, it made you uneasy. Your phone died hours ago. At least you were smart enough to write the address down. Possibly the only good decision you've made in weeks. Why does it always have to be you? It feels like someone up there is personally screwing with your life. Take a deep breath, trying to pull yourself together, even as another wave of pain throbs in your eyes, behind your eyes. Okay, focus. You just need to find someone who knows the way. You unfold the damp piece of paper in your hands. Ashley Brown, Maple Street. Can only hope she won't think you ghosted her. There has to be someone around here who knows this town, right? Ooh. Is this... The train station you ended up in gives you the creeps for no clear reason. A few trains are scheduled, so why is someone here? What is this? Okay. Old car is parked where it shouldn't be. Its paint has probably seen a wash sometime last century. Whoever drives it doesn't care about rules or parking tickets. There are no other cars around. It probably belongs to someone who works at a nearby convenience store. You look up at the sky. It's gray and rainy, like someone drained all the color from the world. The rain hasn't stopped since you got here. Seriously, what is it with this town and this weather? It feels like a completely different world. The shelf is full of off-brand cleaning supplies. You notice all the bleach is missing. Glance towards the checkout counter. There's nothing. Just an empty table and a few scattered, half-empty Coke bottles catching the dim light. Is that beer? You hope someone wasn't drinking on the job. You look around, hoping to spot someone, but there's no one, not a single soul. It's not the way to run a business. You let out a quiet sigh. Maybe everyone's just busy with something else. Either way, you should probably just look around. Alright. Glance towards the corner and see the staff door standing wide open. Strong scent of cigarette smoke drifts in from outside, mingling with the sour stench of garbage, heavy and unpleasant. Wanna go in now? I'll just leave. A lone figure stands in the rain. Maybe they can help you? Take a cautious step forward. The moment you move, they slowly turn in your direction. You offer a small smile and wave, but they don't respond. You pick up your pace, jogging lightly towards them. Excuse me, dude. Before you can reach them, they abruptly turn away and vanish towards the woods. What? What is wrong with this town and its people? Just want to ask a simple question. Rub your feet, carefully wiping off the mud and the rain from your shoes. It's better to not cause a mess in the store, especially one that looks like this. I did it. I didn't care. Preserved bloom. Grand opening. You should visit it when it opens. You always love flowers. Interested? Huh? Jump, startled by the sudden deep voice directly behind you. Where are you? Spinning around, your eyes wide as you find yourself face to face with the strange man. He stands perfectly still beneath a stark black umbrella. His gaze locked intently on yours. His clothes look expensive and spotless. Must be a local. They're always eager to start a conversation in small towns, or so you heard. When did it get so close? I didn't even hear a single footstep. Force yourself to relax, clearing your throat. Yes, I think a flower shop is always a good addition to a town. Yes, they are exceptional. You fond of flowers? Yes, who doesn't? I don't even know why, but you always have harbored a deep, inexplicable admiration for flowers. It isn't just about their colors or their sweet scent. For some reason, every time you look at one, your chest tightens with a strange mix of warmth and quiet guilt. It's a captivating feeling. You simply can't look away. He studies you for a long moment. The silence stretches uncomfortably between you. Why? Huh? Why do you love them? The personal question catches you off guard. Why, does there have the reason to like something? They're pretty. Shouldn't that be enough? Before he can form an answer, he slowly takes a step forward. You instinctively take a step back. They die and wither. After a couple days, they're ugly and repulsive, useless. Alright, calm down. It's alright. His words don't sound malicious, but his tone, it felt way too personal. Way too precise, it almost made your skin crawl. Wouldn't it be better to pluck it from the dirt, to preserve it perfectly, untouched by time, so it belongs to you forever? Not at all. He stops. His eyes that were gentle a second ago widened fractionally, looking genuinely surprised by your answer. It's like he didn't expect it. Their beauty is only precious because it is short-lived. If a flower were timeless, the meaning of its existence would just fade. He stares at you. Slowly, a little chuckle escapes his lips. Then a genuine laugh breaks through the mist. You stand quietly, waiting for him to finish his sentence, but he never does. The amusement simply lingers in his eyes as he tips his umbrella slightly downward. Haven't changed. Little Daisy. Daisy? What? What the fuck do you mean I haven't changed? Did you hear correctly? I will see you soon, okay? Without waiting for your response, the tall man turns gracefully on its heel. You stand frozen in place, watching in stunned silence as his long coat and black umbrella slowly dissolve into the fog. Oh? That was an interesting interaction. You shake your head, trying to clear your mind. You feel like you have forgotten something. Your eyes widen in sheer panic. Oh shit, the address. Damn it. Stop your forehead, mentally cursing your easily distracted brain. There's no time to stand around overthinking. No time to think, only to move. The house stands alone at the top of the mountain, small and distant against the gray sky. When you were a child, you dreamed of living like that, far away from everyone, surrounded by nothing but trees. Now the thought feels different. Maybe it's the long drives just to buy groceries, or maybe you've simply grown too used to city comfort, the easy takeouts and delivery. The road ahead is blocked by old repair signs, their orange paint streaked with rust and rain. No workers nor trucks. Only the soft drizzle tapping against the empty asphalt. The barriers look like they've been there for a while, long enough for the leaves to pile up around them. Beyond the blockade, the highway disappears into a fog, quiet and endless. Is this really the only road through here? Does anyone else get to the store? I don't think it'd be a good idea to go in. The flyer clings to the wall, soaked through and falling apart. Okay. The face is not faded by weather, it is scratched out with anger. Deep lines tearing across where the eyes should be. Whoever did this hated the missing person enough to try to erase them completely. Can't help but feel pity, whoever they were. They mattered to someone, and now their picture had been destroyed. You wonder how anyone can disappear in a town this small, where nothing usually goes unnoticed. Single flower graffiti under the poster. Like Dahlia? Flowers are usually left on graves, not under the face of someone who isn't even confirmed dead. Is that I forgot my note or something? I don't know what else to do. Except for, go in. No. I'm not doing that. Unless that's where we work. Her footsteps? Oh no. What the fuck was that? 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 The flower shop's open from 9 to 5. It's way past closing time now. Dining one's in there. I can't even see the weird doll thing that I saw. I wanna go. I wanna go in. Can I not? Fine. The relief hits you first, a person. Finally! Feels like you've been alone forever. The awful smell of nicotine hits your nose before your eyes can see anything. Ironically, he's standing in front of a new smoking sign, taking a defiant drag from his cigarette. He runs a hand through his brown hair. Leaning heavily against the wall, he's wearing an apron, and you catch a glimpse of a badge. Yeah, he works here. Of course he works here. You came in through the staff door, genius. He's on the phone, a cigarette burning low in his hand. Look, I told you I'd send it. You don't need to worry. His eyes rumbling aggressively at the bridge of his nose. Are you always like this? Have I ever missed it? Feel awkward like you're spying, yet you don't want to interrupt. Yo, stop yelling about death. As he says this, his eyes flick up, catching your presence from the corner of his eye. Look, I have to go. I'll text you. Thank God! He snaps the call off a second later, shoving the phone into his pocket. A heavy sigh escapes him. He takes one last deep drag and then mutters a curse you can barely catch. For fuck's sake. He turns to you and you can finally see his face clearly. Guilt fills your body. Sorry about that. His voice is flat, bored, like the apology is a reflex he performs out of duty. I was on break, I'll be with you a second. He doesn't even look at you again before flicking the cigarette butt to the ground and grinding it under his boot. The bin is right there, but he ignores it. After wiping his hands on the already dirty apron, he heads inside, leaving the sharp stench of stale smoke behind him. It all happens so fast, you're left alone in the backyard. Lingering scent of smoke and unease settling around you. He didn't even bother to close the staff door. Guess you have to do it for him. Feel your head throbbing. Remember why you came here in the first place. That's right. First thing first, find something to kill this pain. You absolutely need to buy some pain meds while you're here. A few magazines are scattered here, mostly covering fashion and sports. Bored, you pick up one and start leafing through the pages. Paper feels strange. A few pages are stuck together. You give them a firm tug and they peel apart with a quiet, sickening sound. Your eyes widen. Wait, is that... Don't tell me that is... Someone did the deed. Someone did the... into the newspaper. Did the... in the newspaper. Who the hell does this in the store and just leaves it? And you just touch it with your bare hands. You sneak a peek at the counter, praying you didn't see you looking at that. Your eyes meet his for half a second. He knows. He 100% knows. Eyebrows all the way up, mouth kind of open like he's trying not to piss himself laughing. Total mix of what the fuck and this is the best moment of my life. Spread out so fast you knock the whole rack over. Feel his eyes burning at the back of your head. You want to disappear forever. For some reason, things like that only happen to you. Okay. Yes, miss, can I help you? Shake your head, gesturing vaguely towards the aisles. Not yet. Still looking for some painkillers. Alright, well, they're over there. He points lazily towards the medicine aisle, his tone flat but not unfriendly. What do you do? What do you say? What do you say? Mention the person we saw. Or just... No, just me. Oh, there's no one else. Don't mention it. No, it's fine. Can I not go and find some painkillers? Do I have to tell him? There is. Step closer, the relief crumbles. The shelf looks like a hurricane hit it. Bottles and boxes are shoved together, labels facing the wrong way, painkillers buried among cold medicine, and strange brands you've never seen before. Worse yet, the painkillers sit smugly on the very top shelf. The one just out of reach, no matter how high you stretch. Glanced toward the cashier. He's leaning against the wall behind the register, hunched over his phone. He's stabbing that screen with aggressive jabs, like he's trying to poke a hole straight through his smartphone. Suddenly his eyes flick up and catch yours. You quickly turn away, heat rising to your cheeks. You've been caught staring. I'll guess for excuse me. You call it slightly in this direction. Didn't seem he hears you. Excuse me? Try a little louder, but he's still hunched over his phone. Started to get a little annoyed. Excuse me! Oh, yes. He closes his eyes and lets a long, heavy sigh. Wait, he heard you this whole time, was just ignoring you? A wave of frustration washes over you, momentarily pushing the headache aside. I can't reach the medicine shelf. Can you help me? He reluctantly pushes off the wall and walks over to you, stepping closer to you. He's visibly taller to you, which would make reaching the top shelves easy for him. When he gets near you, he casts the faint scent of stale cigarette smoke and something sharp, like cleaning fluid. What are you looking for? Some pain. Suddenly, a sharp pain shoots through your head. Are you okay? He looks away, clearly uncomfortable. It's just the weather. Yeah, it's crap. It has been like this for ages. Without waiting for you to respond, he picks a box from the shelf and drops it into your hands. Fingers brush slightly. Here. That's why I use cheap and it works. Thank you, I appreciate it. No worries. He doesn't immediately leave. His tired eyes, which had been flat, now lock into yours. He stares for what feels like a second or two, as if he's figuring something out. Do you... No, never mind, sorry. He raises his hand to scratch the back of his head. His gaze breaking away abruptly like a snapped wire. The momentary intensity is gone, replaced by awkwardness. He turns and walks straight back to the register, his steps shuffling slightly onto the floor. What's that about? Is there something on your face? You look at the box in your hands. It wasn't the friendly customer service, but at least you have something for the pain. Time to check out. You approach the cashier with the medicine. Go what you need. You nod. You slide the box of painkillers across the counter. You shift uneasily on your feet. Thank you for your help. He does glance up from scanning your pills. His voice flat but non-kind. No problem, it's just my job. Besides, you'd probably knock something over trying to reach that shelf by yourself. Words sting a little, and you almost protest, but a small part of you wonders if he's right. Still, hearing it from a stranger feels sharper than it should. Do you really look like the type to cause a scene? Then a sudden thought hits you and your headache gets worse. You need the water for the painkillers. Do you have any water? I need something to take these painkillers with. Water in the store? Of course not. We don't sell that. You pause, caught off guard. A small, awkward laugh slips out as you realize your attempt of politeness was met with sarcasm. I'll do. Okay. You nod quickly and turn away, trying to hide your embarrassed expression as you head down the aisle. The air feels colder here as you pass the shelves. Glance back and the staff door is open, a thin sliver of cold air creeping into the store. I could have sworn I closed that earlier. You frown, then shake your head. Must have been a faulty latch or something. Thought settles easily enough, even if the chill in the air feels colder than it should. Close the door properly. It's getting cold, plus you'll probably get in trouble if you leave it. Walk over and pull the door shut, give it an extra push to make sure it catches. The hand creaks softly and the door resists for a second before clicking into place. Yeah, definitely broken. You linger for a moment, then turn away. Grab the cheapest bottle of water from the fridge. The plastic is cold against your palm. As you make your way back to the counter, he scans the bottle. His eyes flick from the label to your face. He pauses, holding the bottle a moment longer than necessary, like he's distracted. Got ID? What? Blink caught off guard. You're used to getting carded for alcohol sometimes, but for a water bottle and painkillers, you know you don't look underage in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, store policy. Some kids try to buy painkillers to... hi, gotta check. Made his name. Oh, didn't know that was a thing. You are still suspicious, but not like you can do anything else. You reach for the front pocket of your coat and pull out your wallet. Flip it open and double check do a quick double check of your ID.
Name. Snow.
Snow. ID reads Snow. The cashier takes the ID. His fingers brush the edge of the card as he holds it under the dim light. His eyes scan it and linger on your name a little longer than seems necessary. His brow creases slightly.
I don't like how you're... Oh, huh? You?
Like you recognize us. He tilts his head like he's trying to play something subtle, but the intensity of his gaze makes your stomach twist. Your name's nothing special, it's just a name. Why is he looking at it like that? Everything okay? He forces a small laugh to cut the awkwardness. Your headache pulses faintly. It's real, I swear. I didn't buy it or anything. He blinks like he's snapping out of thought, hands back the ID. His fingers hesitate for a split second. You feel a faint tug as you take it. What the? Yeah, no, it's good. His voice is low and a little distracted. His eyes dart to the register. Slip the ID back into your wallet frantically. A chill runs down your spine. That was weird, like really weird. Why did he pause like that? Is he just tired, or is something about your name that's bothering him? $5. Huh? $5. Alright. You take out a crumpled 5 from your pocket and hand it over. The sound stretches as he rings it up. He's focused on the register now. His fingers tap the keys a little too quickly, like he's trying to shake whatever just happened. He sees the moment to pivot while you're really here. Hey, can I ask you something? Keep your tone casual, despite the unease still simmering. He glances up, his hand pauses on the register. Sure, what's up? Nothing bad, I'm just trying to find an address, but my phone's dead. Oh, that sucks. Can you help me find it? Yes, I can help. I know this place like the palm of my hand. Or whatever they say. Yeah, thank God you're my savior. Yeah, I'm used to being called that. You're lucky you found this guy. Thought of wandering around aimlessly, chasing faded street signs in the dark makes your skin crawl. While you're lost in your thoughts, you notice him eyeing your suitcase. Guess I'm screaming outsider, huh? He tilts his head, studying you again. You do have a pretty heavy suitcase with you. You're either new in town, you got an interesting way of carrying your stuff around. Yeah, not from here, busted. It's a rare sight seeing someone new around these parts. Oh, is it? I guess I'm special. I guess you are. He opens his mouth as if he's about to ask a question, but the thought fades before it even forms. It just seems to size you up for a moment, then let's go. Welcome to Hawkwood. There's nothing much to do here, and most of the population has one foot in the grave. You'll fit right in. I definitely do. You blink, taking a beat too long to process the odd welcome. Thanks. You pull the folded piece of paper from your pocket, smoothing out the creases of the sticky counter. Anyway, I'm looking for this address. Slide the paper towards him, watching as he picks it up. You know what? He leans forward, his eyes scanning the scribbled note before flicking up to meet your eyes. Curiosity sharpening his gaze. Why are you looking for it? Stalled by the personal question, you don't really want to disclose details to a stranger, but you need his help to get anywhere, literally. Moving there soon, kinda got lost, kinda. Is everything safe to say you were lost to a stranger? Moving in, bold choice for this part of town. Part of town? What does he mean by that? He lets out a small laugh, giving the dress another look. His fingers fidget with the crumpled paper like it's the most interesting thing he's seen all day. Yeah, I know this place. Heard the person who lives there is real nasty. Says so, get along with just about anyone. We'll see about that. It's my address. Oh. Wait, hold on. This is your address? Blink, finally taking a proper look at the guy standing in front of you. His name badge is pinned crookedly to his faded flannel shirt. For the first time, the letters actually register Ash. Oh. You're here about the room, right? Honestly, I was starting to think you got lost or ditched me. He flashes a small, lopsided grin, scratching the back of his neck in a casual, almost sheepish gesture. Glad you made it, though. I don't really like being ghosted. Well, that explains his earlier cold attitude. He thought you were standing him up this whole time. Wait, the renting listing said Ashley. Do you also share a house with her? He burst out laughing, as if I had just handed him a punchline to the hilarious inside joke. I am Ashley. Hang on, you are Ashley? Yeah, that's me. You should go by Ash, though. I've heard guys who go by Ashley before. It's not surprising. He shifts his way from one foot to the other. He looks a little uneasy, but not exactly shocked by my confusion. But I thought, you stop yourself before you say anything you'll regret. He pictured a woman, not this tall, slightly scruffy guy with hair that looks like it gets brushed once a week. He looks absolutely nothing like the mental image you built up on the train ride over. Your face burns as the realization hits. And you had seen commonly female name. It's just this blindly assumed. I've seen guys with the name Ashley. It's not a complete random thing. You're feeling like a complete idiot again. He lets out a small dry laugh, rubbing his neck again. He clearly sees me dying of embarrassment. See, I'm not really a type of guy who takes selfies. Maybe I should have posted a picture to avoid this exact situation, huh? Hold on, I'm gonna do this. Oh well. I'm sorry, I totally assumed you were a girl. I didn't mean to. I mean, I'm not usually like this. Hey, it's cool. Seriously, it happens all the time. Actually, it's just one of those names, you know. It used to drive me absolutely nuts when I was a kid. But now I'm just like, whatever. Despite his reassurance, my cheeks are still on fire. You desperately want the floor to open up and swallow me whole. I still feel like such an idiot. I shouldn't have just assumed. Seriously, don't sweat it. You're not the first, and you definitely won't be the last. He gives you a quick, reassuring grin, his eyes crinkling at the corners. My mom thought Ashley was a cool unisex name. Go figure. I kinda do feel like it is a unix. Oh, all unit names are unisex. If you're not a pussy about it, fuck you. Alright. But yes, all names are unisex. Who cares? Who fucking cares? But honestly, I do think Ashley is one of those names. Like those quotation mark unisex names. Because I've seen a ton of guys that are named Ashley. It's not a total, complete surprise. Oh, surprise. Ashley is... A lot of men have the name Ashley. It's not really a weird thing. I know it's kind of weird, okay? Not exactly the manliest name out there. I disagree. I don't think so. I actually think it's kind of cute. Ash stares at you for a second, his eyes widening slightly, clearly caught off guard by your words. You're a little surprised yourself, the compliment slipping out before you can stop it. Okay. He lets out a nervous laugh, rubbing the back of his neck, his cheeks tinting just a bit. That's like the first time anyone's ever called my name cute. Thanks, I guess. Ashley. I mean, Ash, can I ask you something? Sure, Ruby, what's up? Why did you mention you were a guy in the listing? He tilts his head like he asked the dumbest question imaginable. Didn't think I had to. It's a room for rent, not a dating profile. Besides, you didn't ask, and you clearly didn't mind enough to check. I'm thinking about doing a music stream. I'm not gonna do any like plugins or anything to capture the audio. I'm just gonna use that. Alright. You wince a little. He's right. You assumed, and honestly, you were desperate enough to jump on the first place you could afford. You're so glad I don't have this on. You could hear, or you could hear the. So, I have ASIO input capture, so that way it makes streaming music easier. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but we'll do that later. You're desperate enough to jump on the first place you could afford. People see the name and make up their own story. I don't bother correcting it unless it comes up. Doesn't feel like I should have to. You bite your lip. His explanation makes sense, kind of. But still, a small heads up would have saved you this awkward moment. Then again, he's not wrong. It's just a room. And you are pretty desperate. You okay? You're kind of spacing out. Sorry. It's not bad. Ever realizing you've been staring at the floor. I'm fine. I wasn't expecting this. I've never lived with a guy before. So I guess I'm a little thrown off. Hey, there's a first time for everything, right? And for the record, I'm not a slob or whatever you're worried about. His casual tone is almost convincing. Until your eyes drift to the faint, questionable stain in front of his shirt. Is that mustard, ketchup, motor oil? Not sure what you want the answer. Press your lips together, holding back the obvious comment. There's no need to start things off on the wrong foot. I know, it's just cuts you off before you can finish. Look, it's simple. I need someone to split rent. You need a place to stay. No drama, no weirdness, just roof and some bills, right? Yeah, I guess. He smirks like he's trying to cut through some tension. Look, I get it. You thought you were moving in with some cute girl and now you're stuck with me. Nah, so cute guy. Come on, you are. If not cute, handsome. I know it's legal to be gay right now since it's July 1st. But what are they gonna do? Arrest me? Well, hi bar. You manage a small laugh, your embarrassment starting to fade. There's something oddly familiar about him. Can't quite place it. Like you've met someone like him before. Oh, but seriously, no weird roommate stuff. So you are saying you're not gonna leave the dishes in the sink for a week and blast music at 3 a.m. Nah, I'm not that guy. I mean, I might forget a mug or two, but I keep it clean. I work a lot anyway, so I'm not around to make a mess. I think we'll take a break, and I'm kind of just in a music mood. I don't know why. So we'll do that. On, deactivate this for right now, and then activate. Hello. Probably sounds shit, don't it? Especially with these two things going on in the background. Maybe do noise suppression, maybe? Low. Alright. Hopefully that sounds okay. Not gonna be great, obviously. You need to change the
I need to turn off noise suppression. You'll hear a bit of noise, but what do we have to do? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I know. Shucks. Shucks so much. I will suck your dick. What? Who said that? No one said that. Shut up. I hope this is okay audio because it's not going to be good since it's from my phone. It's from my phone. Trying to make it okay. An okay audio. Trying to make it okay. I want to do a denoiser first, and then do the Amsem that I use. Is Genome for now. I'm not sure if the CPU will be too high. I know when it starts out, it uses a clean tone. That, like a default clean tone, I don't want. How do you change the default thing that opens up? Because it always boosts my CPU too much. My stuff. No, I don't want that one. Not the punk tone. I don't want the punk tone. I want this tone. Open. Hey. What the fuck? Why are you so high? Kidding me? You kidding me? I thought I've. Oh, come on. There's no way. That is too much for you. There's no fucking way in hell. That is too much. Why is that high of CPU? View. Plugin performance. It never does that. What the fuck is going on? It never does that. It never does that. Fuck that. That is dumb. I hate you. Okay. Alright. Hopefully we can make a tone ourselves. Okay. We'll just make a tone. Make a tone that's not gonna fucking do that. Okay. Like turn the drive down. Okay. That's what I usually do if I'm not doing genome. Okay. Abonit. Abonit. IR. There we go. Probably can't hear it. Too loud. Damn, it's already good. It's already good. Just need. Might also cause my CPU to go much. Do this. Could do that, but that's just gonna mess up the stream. Is that okay? Need to do something real quick. I forgot to do that. Trying to think of ideas. Cable. Make it fucking hard to do with things. Go high in order. It's high in here. Happened to the third one. Hold on, I need to tune things. What happened to the third wire, but I like it. On this. Why is it lagging so much? I don't. Let's actually find the bow. I don't know. I can do this later. This is too laggy for me. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream any music anytime soon. I wish I could, but FL Studio hates me. Oh wait, yeah. What?
Alright, you can hear me clearly now. On. There we go. The fuck is that? I had that off, so I don't know why you're doing that. Alright. Right. I guess we should continue. Well, I don't know how long we'll do this, but do need to go bed. Or should we do this tomorrow? I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Alright, see ya.